Horses parading around for the second at Kalgoorlie. Goldfields off-road maiden. This is over 1,200 metres. You can scratch number 7, Allowed a Star, leaving us with a field of 6, 5 of which are in the mounting yard. Grey Revolution's gone out early. Looking at these horses, starting with Big Player, who's a $2.40 chance, went under at a very, very short price last start. SP to $1.80, but could manage no better than 4th of 6 when beaten into that 4th position. Did race wide from the 700, but I still thought Lucy Fury gave him every chance to get over the top. He was only beaten a 3/4 length margin. Prior to that, he went under first up without the trial at $2.20 to the stablemate Elusive Dream. So he has been a beaten favourite first up and second up. We'll go around favourite again here, third up. 2.45 should get every chance for barrier number 2, but personally, I thought he had his chance last start, so I just slipped him down the order here a little bit. Number 2, Royal Accolade. He goes around here, Braden Garth riding for Josh Brown, who's freshly returned off a 6-week holiday in Bali. Looking at this 5-year-old, he's had 11 starts, finished in the minor money at 6 of those 11. He was beaten a short half head by Brazen Empress and then a nose by Lightning Gold. He's certainly getting close, but at the same time he's loomed into both those races like he was about to go straight past them and hasn't quite been able to get the job done. I am going to go with him here today. I think this is a pretty thin old maiden and he gets another good chance here. Number 2, Royal Accolade. Number 3, A Weem Away, having his third start in Kalgoorlie. Ledden was run down late in that Lightning Gold race, so was right alongside Royal Accolade late in the piece. Then went through the same Bad Boy Boo Maiden as our favourite in Big Player, when beating him home by around a neck that day. Looks to be a big price discrepancy for mine. $6 A Weem Away, $2.45 Big Player. Geordie Turner should find a nice forward spot, riding for Brett Drury. Number 4, A Lot of Fighting, is on debut here, a 3-year-old grey by A-Lot, trained by Paul Tapper to be ridden by Christy Bennett, who's ridden this galloper in both trials. Only a 2-horse trial at Esperance and then a 3-horse trial at Kalgoorlie. Hasn't actually beaten one home yet, but hasn't been all that bad for a horse that goes around a $26 chance. Number 5, American Thighs, is a filly by All American, trained by Peter Fernie. Natasha Faithfull takes the ride. A speedy type of filly too, who should have no worries getting across from that wide draw into a nice prominent spot. Goes around at $4.20, having run third, being beaten half a length by Lightning Gold 21 days ago. The final runner here, already around behind the barriers, is Grey Revolution. Charlotte Skerritt, the trainer. In fact, no, we're just having a look here at Chanel Cooper trying to get this horse closer to the barriers. She's just dismounted and they're going to do their best here, the barrier attendants, to get this this filly a little bit closer to the barriers. But as you can see there, she's just being a little bit recalcitrant. Chanel Cooper takes off 3 kilos here and rides at 53, beaten a short head by Bad Boy Boo last start. It was a really good run for the stable's first outing with this filly. Hopefully she can start to play ball and make her way towards that 1,200 metre starting point, but at the moment she's a good 150 metres away from the gates. My numbers here in the second, 2, 5, 6 and 1, 2 Royal Accolade to hopefully break through here today. From 5 American Thighs to burn across and sit up on speed. 6 Grey Revolution, provided that they can get her towards the barriers and then eventually into them. She definitely has a winning chance here if she plays ball. And 1 Big Player, 2.35. He is our fixed odds favourite, but I thought he was given every chance last start. Numbers in race 2 at my end are 2, 5, 6 and 1. Royce Newton goes 2, 5, 6 and 3. So we have the same view here that Royal Accolade gets another good chance to break through. 4 minutes away from the Goldfields off-road maiden. Best of luck if you're having an investment.
Okay, inside 2 minutes for the start time of race number 2, the Goldfields Off-Road Maiden. Heavy support for the one here, big player into 205. It was $3.20 earlier on in betting markets, so they've come for it strong. Just ticks out to $2.10 now, so still in the black. So 6 to fight it out in the second. And the Tapper Yard getting on the board with Altina in the first. Christy Bennett in the saddle over the mile. So 210 big player. Second line American Thighs at $4.40. $6 Royal Accolade, who's been on the drift. Grey Revolution 7, Awemaway 8, and a lot of fighting, who's on debut today at $34. So they'll start to move in any tick of the clock. In fact, the first one has come forward, Grey Revolution. There goes Awemaway into line. Just needs to improve a length or two Awemaway. Hasn't been too far off. Big player, this heavily backed favourite coming forward. A lot of fighting likewise. So a lot of fighting to come forward. That just leads Royal Accolade and American Thighs to complete the line. So big player, $2.10. $2.10 and heavily supported in the lead up to this race. Here comes American Thighs, presented well in the yard. This filly, this is start number 5 for her. She's only lightly raced, 2 minor placings next to her name. We're set at the 1200. No light, but the 6 are locked away. Thanks, Stu. Tab radio on board. Just waiting for this signal from behind, and there we go. Gates fly back. They're off racing from the 1200 metres. Perfect Dispatch, American Thighs mustering speed out wide. Royal Accolade pushing up. Likewise with Grey Revolution. The fence between runners is big player, this heavily backed favourite, who's going to settle down 4th. A further 2 to Awemaway, and it's a lot of fighting. The Grey, who's going to settle down last of the 6, where we have 7 lengths covering the field as they leave the 800 metres behind them. It's American Thighs doing it easily out in front. Shows the way at start 5 today by a length, Royal Accolade. They were followed next of all by Grey Revolution, run of the race. Big player likewise getting a nice time of it in 4th. Awemaway 5th, and last of all, it's a lot of fighting. So they're on the side, 500 metres to run, and it's American Thighs showing the way. Just asked to quicken now. Royal Accolade at its girth, the outside, then Grey Revolution, the fence. They were followed by big player, Awemaway extricates to the outside now, and a lot of fighting's got work to do. Inside the final 300, it's American Thighs with a kick. Royal Accolade trying to peg it back. Big player on the scene. Grey Revolution needs a split. It's locked away. Here's Awemaway down the outside as well. In front, American Thighs, Awemaway. A lot of fighting down the outside. They go to the line. Oh, photo. Maybe American Thighs the fence, but you give the outside the advantage at Cal. Awemaway's the other one in the photo. A lot of fighting 3rd. They were followed in by Grey Revolution. No luck in the straight. Big player. And last of the 6 was Royal Accolade. So 5 goes into the frame. American Thighs gets it. Has just held on. Awemaway driving at it on the line, and a very good competitive finish to this, the second race here. But number 5 does get it. American Thighs holds on from the Awemaway, who sprouted wings there for a furlong and then just couldn't reel in the leader, and then a lot of fighting on debut. Has absolutely flown from the tail to finish 3rd, less than a neck away from the winner. So it's 5, 3, 4, 6 gets 4th. That's Grey Revolution, no luck. So put a line through that run. It was just searching for a run up the entire straight. Short half head by a half head, 112.95 in an absolute ripper of a finish for race number 2. So, 5, your winner, American Thighs. Peter Fernie, Natasha Faithfull by All American from Dantarina, owned by Andrew Ingalls. Second in the 3, Awemaway for Brett Drury. Jordan Turner in the saddle by Jungle Cat from Intrepid Miss, owned by Jay Drury, Brian Pascoe. Also Miss S. Watson, Johnny Prosser, A. Riley and M. Gray. Third in the 4, that is A Lot of Fighting on debut for Paul Tapper and Christy Bennett by A Lot from Three Sisters. And fourth in was the 6, that's Grey Revolution for Charlotte Skerritt and Chanel Cooper. 5, 3, 4 and 6 interim after the running of race number 2. Race 3 is next, the Gay Robinson Memorial Handicap. Over the 1100 metres, a field of 7 to go. A very good race coming up. 250 Barlbeck, your favourite, just ahead of Talk It Up 290. In the meantime, numbers after race 2, 5, 3, 4 and 6.